In this lesson, we are finally ready to record a basic frequency separation actions. Don't worry, this is just a beginning and we'll have a lot of actions, but it's very important for you to understand the basics, how we create those things. How we start, hit Window and open your Actions panel. I already have a few actions here, what you can see, and when we start recording actions, I would recommend you to create a new set. Or maybe you want to create an action in existing set. However, I will be creating a separate set because this will be something you will receive at the end. To create a separate set, we hit in this icon, this kind of new folder icon, new group icon. So I'm going to hit this, and as you can see on the top there is a name, new set. As you know, we started with retouching actions, so I'm going to call retouching actions. We created new set, and now to start an action we create a new action. So this next icon, the icon next to this group icon, so let's hit that and we have new action. So how I'm going to call this action will be 16-bit FS. That will be our basic frequency 16-bit action. Of course, for 8-bit, you know, a bit different settings, and of course you're going to get both actions. In the set, retouching actions, function key, none. So we are ready to start, right? Hit record. And right now, everything what we're going to do is recording. That's why we have to be very careful when we record an action. It's not a problem because we can remove some steps, but I would recommend you to be very careful, think about every step you're doing. If you do a mistake, even some simple mistake, small mistake, the action won't be correct at the end of the road. So I'm going to start. What I said before, we're going to create a stamp. I'm pressing Alt or Option, Control or Command, Shift and E. So we're starting with the same steps, and here we are. The first layer is created, and on the action history we have merge visible. So first step is done, and right now I'm going to duplicate this layer. Duplicate this, and now I'm going to the layer number 1. I'm going to call this low. The top one I'm going to call high. We did a bit mess with set current layers because we were jumping a bit too much. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hit pause and see how can I improve the way of creating this action. I'm going to go back and remove a few steps. So as you can see, if you do something you don't like, you can always do a few steps, and when we finished was this layer and copy. Okay, we were here. We can go back to recording right now, press this icon, and we're recording again. To not jump between layers, I'm going to rename this one, call high, and then go into the low layer, and I'm going to call this low. And this is done, I think. So we have better order right now over here, and we can start our steps. I'm going to hide high layer, and in low layer I'm going to blur this out. However, we need an information right now. So in Photoshop, creating action, we can apply the text to apply the information if someone going to order our actions as you ordering my actions right now. So I'm going to some options, and we have something like insert stop. I'm going to insert the stop, and we have record stop. We can apply the message over here, so you can text everything you want. You can say hi to anyone if you don't have anything, or you can just leave a full message with information about your actions, something more. What I need here is only something for the frequency separation action. So I'm going to apply the information as before, and as I want to continue this action, hit allow continue. Otherwise the action is going to stop. Hit OK. My stop is inserted right now. I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur to blur this out. I'm applying this value I want right now. However, for the action, it's not really so important because we have the stop information. So everyone is going to set this up on its own. What's very important when I'm going to hit OK, it's already blurred and it's applying right now. As you can see, it's not always perfect to work on a laptop, but it's really convenient to record a course, so sometimes it takes a while. Okay, and we have Gaussian blur. However, in this case, this box is not selected, and you're going to see that our action would stop, so we have to hit this to make this box also stop. Now, we're going to high frequency layer, make it visible, and I'm going to apply the same step as before. Apply image, layer, low, blending add, because it's 16-bit image and everything is done correctly here. Hit OK. Now I'm going to change this into linear light, and pretty much everything is done. Nearly everything, I hope, is going just fine. I'm going to low frequency, and I want to make the tone layer between. I'm creating empty layer. I'm going to call this tones. Now let's select all of them separately just to keep the order. Sometimes if we not select the layers separately, putting them to the group, it might cause some problem. So low, I'm going to press Ctrl or Command, tones, high. That's just very helpful. That's how I prefer to select this. If we select them all together, they're sometimes missing. If you're building something less complicated, it will be okay. So now Ctrl or Command G to put this to the group, and I'm going to call this group 16-bit FS. Here we are. Now let's stop this. I can compare this to the previous one I had. Look pretty much similar, or then this one may be longer, so it means I did maybe something better. Okay, we have this action recorded. I'm going to remove this group to check if everything is recorded right. Let's play. Information is, we apply the value, okay. And our action is recorded. So we ended up with success. There was no mistake. You know how to remove mistakes. You know how to apply the text. And what's very important, in the next lesson I'm going to show you how to work with this basic frequency separation action. And then we're going into more complicated things, and then we're going to produce a lot of actions.